After Bitcoin filled up the CME gap, Bitcoin is right now consolidating sideways ever so slightly, and right now I am starting to see the next new pattern on Bitcoin, which is exactly going to tell us where Bitcoin is moving next towards in the upcoming period today here. So in today's update video, I'm going to be, of course, exactly discuss those price targets. I'm going to be talking about the bigger perspective price targets on the major breakouts we are right now seeing, not only on the downward sloping trend lines, but also the breaks of the horizontal levels we've been seeing right now here. So without any further ado, guys, today's update video will be once again packed with information about, of course, important charts, but also I have got some very important information about, of course, the highest monthly candle Bitcoin is ever closed in history is most likely going to be happening today, and much more information about the cycle and on how far we are exactly in right now here. So without any further ado, guys, don't forget to once again slap off that like button back above 1,000 likes. That will be highly appreciated. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards today's update video. Of course, we do know we exactly filled up the CME gap, and now it's already once again Friday. So yeah, we're about to create another one here because CME trading is of course always closed on the weekend, and that is whenever we do create those gaps here. So it is almost weekend again here. So we're expecting, yeah, the last move of this week is going to be happening any worse later, but today here. But if I'm looking at Bitcoin right now here, we of course have seen a very strong recovery after we took the elevator down here. We've been creating higher lows, we've been creating higher highs, and yeah, you can see also that we've broken above this previous high right here, confirming Bitcoin is definitely looking very strong right now, and all we're doing right now is just creating another higher low. And if I'm looking at the imminent short term, we can start to see that we're creating somewhat of a downward sloping trend line and that we're creating a downward sloping support line here. So Bitcoin is creating two very important trend lines, and whenever the squeeze is going to be happening, so whenever we are going to see the breakout above the downward sloping resistance line or the break below the support line is whenever we're going to be seeing the next move here. And to be very clear, a falling wedge pattern is a typical bullish bias pattern. I've talked about those many times before here because Bitcoin is also creating one on the bigger perspective right here. And the price target of such kind of a pattern is going to be bringing Bitcoin all the way back up towards $106,000 for Bitcoin. So that is the target we're going to be having in mind for the imminent short term. And if I'm also going to be looking, of course, at the bigger perspective for early time frame, you can see that, of course, we're right now seeing a way bigger breakout here, but there is still an important level that I am currently seeing, which we are getting rejected from, which we have been getting rejected from many times as well in the past. You can see it over here. This horizontal level is clearly an important level of resistance. Bitcoin so far has not confirmed yet here. So the real confirmation we're seeking here for the continuation higher towards, of course, the price targets laying around $110,000 is going to be, of course, the break of $105,800. So as long as Bitcoin is not breaking above that level right there, we're not going to be seeing the confirmation. But anyways, Bitcoin is looking quite strong in the imminent short term. But as long as we're not breaking above that level, we're not going to get a confirmation that we are actually going to be seeing those prices on the top side going to get being reached. And of course, it is really going to be also depend on whether we're going to get certain announcements in the market right now here, because currently we just need somewhat of a bullish catalyst for Bitcoin to really push up higher. And yeah, you can see also this trend line right here, previous support, now flipping into resistance. You can just see how important these levels are here. If you're not breaking above it, you're just not going to see a bigger continuation higher. So important to understand, these are the two most important levels of resistance. They came exactly together with each other, and if we cannot see a breakout above these levels right here, then of course we're not going to say we're going to go towards new all-time highs. But as soon as we do see the confirmation above both of these important levels, then we could say, okay, now it is likely to see Bitcoin rise back towards new all-time highs. So let's see, we get the confirmation. That is easily another 2.5% move towards the upside, and that is of course even conservative because of course you can see the confirmation probably already a little bit earlier. But that is really what I'm looking at for right now on Bitcoin. And yeah, just like I said earlier in the intro, we're looking to create the highest monthly candle ever closed for Bitcoin, which is ultimately extremely bullish. And if we're just going to be looking purely at the part of the cycle where we're currently sitting in, it doesn't really make a lot of sense that we are right now already topping out here. Just compare this cycle towards 2018 or 2015 or even 2011, and you can see that the most exponential gains are most likely still yet to be coming for this cycle. So I'm very excited still for that here. We have been seeing the break zone already getting broken. We're right now in some of a parabolic zone here, but we have not really gone so crazy parabolic. But just like I stated earlier in the videos, and like I did in many videos before as well, we just need one major catalyst, just just like we had with the Bitcoin spot ETF, now with, of course, the Bitcoin strategic reserve. And as soon as we're going to get that announcement, we're most likely going to be seeing a major continuation higher for the entire market. And also yesterday, again, the spot Bitcoin ETF saw some huge inflows coming in again here, which is ultimately super good here for the market. BlackRock buying over $300 million worth of Bitcoin. Also, the Ethereum ETF saw about $67 million worth of inflows, with BlackRock buying once again more than $80 million US, which is of course quite insane if you would ask me here. And yeah, that is ultimately just a great sign for the entire altcoin market, because if I'm just purely looking at Ethereum right now here, honestly, I really do think this is going to be popping anytime soon here, since we're creating a falling wedge pattern, which is a typical bullish bias reversal pattern. It is looking so strong here. And also, if you're going to compare Ethereum towards the previous cycles, it just really makes no sense. It is not going to be popping anytime soon here. So the setup is looking great here. The narrative is looking great as well here. And guys, if you right now want to be trading Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, or anything else here, guys, the best place to do so is definitely on Blofin. And if you right now sign up an account using the highest link description of today's video, which is of course Blofin, you will be able to claim a deposit bonus worth up towards $100,000 US, which is of course quite insane. You can even get a Porsche 911 as deposit bonus. So that is of course absolutely insane. There are also other crazy deposit bonuses, like a Harley Davidson, like a Rolex, like a villa in Bali, which you're going to get gifted. So there are some insane deposit bonuses right now running on Blofin if you right now sign up an account using that highest link description of today's video. Further on, of course, I need to discuss the entire altcoin market, because yeah, the Bitcoin dominance is coming down ever so slightly, but of course it isn't all necessarily too significant. But of course we do know that if we're looking at this part of the cycle, it is literally going to be happening anytime soon here. But of course, not every single cycle is going to be exactly the same here. It's not going to be the same like 2017. It's not going to be the same like 2020. But of course, something similar is likely going to be happening. And really, I do think the market is going to be coming down again here. And whenever that is going to be happening, the entire altcoin market is going to be heavily benefiting from that. And if that happens, of course, we're going to get some insane amounts of gains here. I mean, just look at this chart right here on 2017 compared to 2025. It really only happened after Q1 of 2017. So maybe we still have to wait a little bit here. But if you're also going to compare this others compared to Bitcoin chart here, really, the last time it happened in 2017, 2021, it always happened only in February. So the timing really does make a lot of sense right now for the market. But of course, there is also a way to argue that maybe it's already too late here. But yeah, really, most of the charts and signals are currently showing us that still altcoin season is likely to be happening, because so far we have really seen no gains yet so far in altcoins. But at least for Ethereum, I'm right now looking at the trade back towards the range high, which of course I was already entering all the way down here around $3,100 US, which is about like a 25 to 30% trade towards the upside, because the price target of this breakout is going to be laying somewhere around $4,000 US. So it's a pretty massive trade here that I'm looking to take right now here. And I do think that the entire altcoin market is going to be benefiting from it. And the confirmation of this trade here is whenever Ethereum does see the break of this trend line. But I do really think it's going to be happening. The chart is looking very much great here. I mean, the last time we created such kind of a pattern was also right here. We created such kind of a falling wedge pattern. We broke the downtrend, and look at that candle. Boom. This was a major confirmation for Ethereum that we were going to be pushing higher. And honestly, it was exactly what we were waiting for. And now again here, we're creating such a very bullish pattern. And whenever this breakout takes place, guys, we're going to be seeing another major move towards the upside. So I'm very excited for Ethereum. And of course, the entire altcoin market cap that is going to be following Ethereum whenever this is going to be happening. So if you did learn something from it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, slap that like button, and I'll see you guys back tomorrow on another update video. Peace out. Goodbye.